Today's horoscope from Astrocademy, Cancer, July 24, 2022. You can feel empowered by getting a better handle on your responsibilities today and in the coming days. You're likely to feel particularly motivated to improve your habits or focus. Practical matters fare exceptionally well. It's a time to find workable solutions to problems. You may be getting serious about your finances or thinking about long-term purchases for career and business goals. Today, you're looking within, but you're also staying in touch, and this balanced approach serves you well. You appreciate what you have, but you're also ready to take things to a new level or add a special touch to your pursuits. Feel the thunder of a mighty moon beginning to creep its energy in. This lunation will echo throughout the entire week ahead, crescendoing on Wednesday. Moons are always felt 2 days prior and 4 days after. This one will highlight your solar 8th house of intimacy, sexuality, and shared assets. On one hand, this could be putting you in the mood to merge more closely with someone you desire and lust for. Yet, if you're in a rocky rapport, you could decide it's time to part ways and move in a new direction. This will be tied to if one of you feel your needs are not being met. Who inspires you? Now that the moon is galloping in Sagittarius, you may feel fast and furious as you run through your working relationships. Ideally, there is someone who activates your desire for adventure, curiosity, and expansion in your career path. You should use this lunar energy to find inspiring partnerships to move forward in your profession. As you do so, you may notice that certain truths are being illuminated since the moon squares Neptune retrograde in Pisces. By linking up with the right people or associations, you may have a clearer vision of your career. Today you might be feeling especially gloomy, when you know you have no real reason to feel that way. Therefore, you're probably wondering exactly what's going on. What's happening is that your intuition is operating at a very high level, and you're likely to be picking up sadness and other negative feelings from others, even strangers who pass you in the street. Keep the white light around yourself so as to keep this at bay. Intensify contacts to people, because they find you particularly likable right now. Plan your leisure time with family and good friends, and most importantly, make your plans together. You might feel like ringing up an old friend. The time is perfect to revive and strengthen old ties. This will make it easy for you to make new contacts and maybe even lifelong friendships. The group is kind of without its center when you're not around. You don't mind being in the spotlight some of the time, but sometimes you want to be able to sit back and let the rest of them do the talking. This is not the time to feel sorry for yourself. If you long to find someone to share your life, give yourself every opportunity to meet someone new. This is not a time for dreaming, but to make your dreams a reality. Be courageous, get out and socialize, forget thoughts of past loves and look eagerly to the future. With the current astral energy, you could become more of a catalyst in bringing people together. If you supervise others within your professional environment, it could be time to do some recruiting or some training. It's definitely time for a changing of the guard. Some new chemistry needs to be added to the picture. You'll feel good if you can match knowledgeable people to challenging positions. Even if you're not the official boss, try to take on an administrative role. You're good at bringing people together. You are sure to feel energetic and very positive on this first day of a new cycle. On this day, chances are that you will feel like there is no limit to what you can do, and truly, there isn't. A fresh start can motivate you like nothing else. 3. Whenever an opportunity comes your way today, explore its potential. Just be sure that you are willing to go the distance with anything you decide to commit to. The sun's departure from Cancer yesterday may have brought your birthday month to a close, but in her first weekend here, Venus is just starting to give your heart a voice. As the last planet to arrive and to leave Cancer this year, Venus is making sure that your heart gets the last word. Meanwhile, as the sun spends his first full day in your income sector, Mercury is spending his first weekend here at a friendly aspect to Jupiter, in his last weekend in retrograde motion in your career sector. As new doors open on the income front, they are also opening the past and second chances on the career front. When Venus, the planet of love, returned to Cancer earlier in the week, the Sun, Mercury, and the dwarf planet Ceres were already here, but as she reaches her first weekend here, they are all gone. Venus is ending the week on her own, and with your birthday month over, this allows her to focus on giving your heart a voice, and especially when it comes to what you want from love and relationships as you move into this new solar year. Our eyes in the sky. You're likely to wake up thinking that you know better than every other person alive and you have the answers others seem to lack. This is highly unlikely. The moon opposing Mercury retrograde can greatly inflate the ego and put us in the mood to tell other people all about themselves. If you advise people on how best to act today, it isn't likely to be well received because everyone else will be having these same feelings. Keep it to yourself, no matter how irritating it feels to bite your tongue. The moon in Sagittarius could cause you to put your foot in your mouth. But the moon is also in the sign of fun and celebration, which should help lighten the sour mood. The fact that you really don't know everything about everything will become more apparent as the day goes on, and you'll be grateful if you manage to keep your opinions to yourself. This energy could also have you thinking about projects that need completing. Don't hesitate to write down some of the productive ideas that come to you so you can later put these brilliant notions into action. The same applies to personal relationships. The need to have faith in and trust your friends, family, and partner can keep you from seeing the truth. On the other hand, you could see flaws you've ignored up to now. The cosmic energy is very dense, which is why it would be best to rest and retreat instead of try to connect with people. Watch a movie and take a nap instead of falling down the rabbit hole of paranoia. Rather than running from our fears, we face them head on, clearing through stagnating psychological debris in the process. Because many of us will be asleep at this hour, this decluttering can be accomplished in our dreams, as we venture down corridors in our unconscious minds. Following this aspect's perfection, the moon falls into a short void lasting just over 2 hours, during which time we should stick to introspective territory and avoid starting new ventures. The moon in Taurus, ending its void of course. Over the next 2 days, our focus is on the big picture. Emotional stability hinges on how free we feel to choose our future path in life. Optimism is our greatest virtue or greatest folly at this time. Simply be mindful that our excitement for what is to come can have us forgetting about the details, appointments, or mundane work that must be completed to accomplish our overarching mission.